Yes.
The Witcher.
Yes, that too. But she is gone.
The
According to
Witcher.
plan. Think about it. The baby gave them hope. A reason to live rather than die fighting.
For I am the author of The Witcher. When I was in like
Now,
grade 3, I thought of it.
they're off to raise the kingdoms
That's a
of
good
the
topic. Nobody's ever really written it. I'll make it famous. Hallelujah.
I'm still in
And
work.
4, 5,
Your plan.
6, 7, I handed it to the publisher like first day of grade 7. I worked on it all summer.
Oh, I would never do
You
that.
said it yourself,
And
Angela.
I'm an elf.
When
So
Amir arrives,
I couldn't make it into the cathedral. I wouldn't have naturally, not in real life. Like, no, I don't dance, right? I don't dance. So anyway, it's a great story where there is a big twist in it, like an infinity sign, where you won't understand until you watch the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, kind of thing. Um, I don't know. I thought it was fun because they always burn the witches in like 1660 and all this stuff, but this is like the 1700s where the witches really got the upper hand, and they're working behind the scenes in the show to rescue people from combat. And then, yeah, but the horrible thing about The Witcher is like being on the set of I was behind a camera. I'm not in it. And the guy who plays the saved one, the saved soul, he literally killed himself with a prop. I think he wasn't drinking enough water, even though you're reminded all the time. That's probably why he wasn't. He was probably feeling bitchy. Oh, I'm not gonna drink water. Just sick here. That. What's the point of water? I always drink it. It never helps. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bitch for even saying anything about it. But yeah, he killed himself. I seen it on camera. I was watching like so intently at the time too. Yeah.
It's not a
You know,
question of price.
this has been talked about a lot in Hollywood.
It's a matter of cost.
So it goes.
Make your offers.
Um,
And you can have me.
oh, I didn't record that.
Glorious.
So I would have never made it into the cathedral that is the set of in a time of life for real where they had cathedrals like that. I would have never made it in because I'm not a dancer. And that's okay by me. I mean, I'm an elf. I really am. And there was a big problem, just one, where the guy who plays the saved soul killed himself on the set with one of the props.
What the fuck?
I was behind the scenes behind the set. So yeah, I was behind the set of the movie and I was watching the camera, and he seemed very disoriented, and then it was like exhaustion or something. I don't know. He like wasn't drinking enough water. Who's to say? I don't know his private life, but anyway, that actually happened. Yeah, it's a big talk actually. As long as no one says it's evil. The movie isn't evil. It's a real time in life. Speaking of water, I kind of need some.
She is the future.
Sarah, I need you to hear me. You can fight this.
There's no staying here without.
Right to wrong. Well, Jennifer, I don't see how things could get any wrong.
My robot says touch my bum. I say go ahead. Oftentimes when you get surgery, your diet changes. So I've been living with the stressor of people ridiculing me that my diet is continuously changing. But like I'm an athlete 2 times over at home. And all the problems were happening by the time I graduated high school that I had to get surgery for. And like, you know, okay, so in saying that, your diet changes when you get surgery. Like I was eating tons of sugar after my C-section for my daughter and my hip replacement, and that makes a lot of sense, right? Growing new bone and all this stuff. You need sugar because the glycogen in your blood to make bone needs sugar to travel. So I'm like sending all this blood to my hip, eating candy. It's not even scaving me other than I have zits. And then one day I felt like everything was going to be better and that everyone was going to start bitching at me for me getting surgery. Like, you bitch, you should just die if you're going to hurt. Anyway, totally happened. Predicted it like the sunshine and the fucking moon. Bitches. Now I can like not even eat sugar. No, it like makes my right O vein in my head just increase to the top of my skull, and that makes me have like the weirdest like headache in the freaking world. Like my skin is crawling almost. So yeah, it just goes to show that I don't know, I'm pretty proud of myself for like how like you fall when you fall. You're falling, so you break a fall. I usually do pretty damn good. I mean, like, your pancreas is right next to your hip is why I'm saying it. And I didn't even break my pancreas, and that's great. That's great. Maybe I will one day, but I didn't this time. So, diet, when you're feeling healthy, would be like what people say is healthy food, but it's not really. Broccoli isn't necessarily healthy. It's that it has a niacin and a cyanide, and that's poison when you're dealing with something that's making you sick inside your body, like a leaking kidney. If you have a leaking kidney, you can't eat broccoli because it's not necessarily healthy. People peg it as healthy and then expect a farmer to be fucking nice to you. Farmers don't, like, I've never met a farmer that wasn't really like humorous. If you don't understand humor, it seems like they're just talking shit to your face, right? Like, they're rednecks, for fuck's sake. Some of them. Can't say all of them. Anyway, in avocado, if you are bruised, you're not even going to like it once it reaches your stomach. So, ups and downs. I buy groceries lately because I'm still wobbly on my hip. I fucking slip and fall, break my finger or something. Then I don't want to fucking eat it anymore. And just a foul mood all by myself. I don't need people ridiculing me because I gave birth to a healthy fucking baby. And she is healthy. She goes through her bumps and bruises too. She's no diagnosable fucking monster from land of misogyny.
Sister, there are other ways. Know what you do from this.
They say that he ain't again. They say
Oh, seriously? Oh, shit.
I made a potion to extract one of. They say that he ain't again. They say they say
Casimir, you killed her. You killed Suri.
you feel everything.
A stuffy named Teddy Bear Boo gets fit for the zoo.
Let's finish this.
In the land of stuffies, there was a stuffy so important to a girl. When she put the robotics into his fluff, she said, "There you go." When a robot was set with batteries and everything was good, she taught the robot everything she could. She named him Teddy Boo. Teddy Boo was very intelligent but often needed alignment. And when the day comes, the day that is also very told of, that they go to the zoo, Teddy Boo better be prepared, or else he'll lose his wiring and become frayed. Teddy Bear Boo. The little girl's name
The whole time.
was Cindy, and she read all the books to him. She explained it back and went forward with continuing to learn herself. The day came that they went to the zoo, and everybody said, "That is so cool," and that she was a very neat person who deserved to have what she deserved in life.
He isn't yours.
So Teddy Bear Zoo was a robot to be designed to tell back information at picture recognition, and the girl Cindy had made him all by herself. It wasn't just a kit, but she was very fit, and she understood the pieces that she needed. It was all brand new, it was very simple, but she loved it so much that she took Teddy Bear Boo to this temple. So she read him some books about anthropology, and there they went, and they sat, speaking and whispering to each other about the church hole. Churchill.
She needs a vessel to exist in this sphere.
So then it began. Sydney made some friends. And she held Teddy Bear Boo's hand and left them there to be peaceful. Sydney went off and learned a lot. And there she sat, speaking to everyone who wanted to hear it. Her name is Cindy, with Teddy Boo Bear as her award winning.
Waiting for everything.
You deserve everything, Siri. Let me give you everything I have. I don't know what to do. Don't go.
When is Health Abusive? By Amberlyn Shepard.
I know you're afraid, Siri. But what you see in there, it isn't real.
So the original cursive of When Health is Abusive was when Alan Prophet, and he wasn't a prophet. His last name is just Prophet. I guess he was kind of a prophet. I don't know. He had a lot of questions to be so noble and wise. I don't know. He's just a guy. But he said, Amber, right? When is health abusive? And I said, well, health is an everyday thing. It's something you have to think about constantly. We're ever changing, and we're reminded of the past, all distorted from bruises. It can be hard to say that health is abusive. I guess like a tale that it was told by kids at the dentist when they had a toothache is that when it was getting drilled out, the infection was pouring out and it was being sucked up by the machine. Is that my doctor yells at me that I shouldn't have a snotty nose and that my eyes are too goopy and that my ears aren't clean enough. Well, no, the doctor never. It's just distorted by the change from infected to draining, needing food in your system after it drains to make it heal eventually and be healthy again. But to say a toothache just makes you absolutely irrational and delusional, too irritable to make any fucking sense. Well, sometimes I've seen some pretty bad toothaches. So, maybe. But not everyone can say that kind of thing. Like, are you just picking on your mom because women and men are completely equals? Does that piss you off? When is health abusive? A Cursive by Amber Shepherd. I don't know. Like when you're old and dying, damn it, eat your broccoli, maybe you'll come back to life again. I don't know, like digging up graves is when health is abusive. Hoping too much that someone would have tried harder to live is when health is abusive. Because I know when I don't get what I need, when say my hip is bruised, I puke and stuff, and then it becomes this big thing. Are you bulimic? Are you poor? I'm neither. It's just something happened there, obviously. I went shopping before I knew I'd fall straight on my fucking ass. Working, it won't work.
Starry-eyed autumn came. Join our hunt. Your place is among us. You are ours.
I suppose that health could be abusive when you're looking at body position and frame, how you style your body or how you have to be, and when you classify according to a genius and how they are, and when you say that's how everyone should be. I'm not even how I'll ever always be. I'm gonna be different. Oh, probably. It's this little friggin' organ called the emphanode, not near your stomach. If you get stabbed in the emphanode, you no longer can tell yourself no to food. You have to eat and then make yourself more hungry with the things that you eat, like eating yummy Japanese snacks or something, right? Depending on the person and their blood type. Not like you have to be large. It's really abusive to me. My friend's consoling me, and this is the first I told him that, consoling in me hurts when you don't treat me right. But anyway, health, right? I'm not talking about that right now. People hating them because they're so large and can you even see your penis or whatever. I see why you guys are so irritable and everything is crashing around us and it seems to be falling on us and making us scream. I see why. It's okay. I'm okay. I hope you're okay. I definitely had to tell you off. Psychological health and when it becomes unhealthy. Well, does your head literally hurt? That's not psychological. Does your brain almost have feeling? You're just thinking hard and you got a big thought in there. Do you have a brain infection or tumor, or cancer, or an eye infection that's affecting your brain, or what's the variables? Really, psychology is a huge topic. That's why I wasn't even gonna cover it. But then I caught myself catching the dirt on it all. For me, my headaches are scary. I probably would die if I didn't take Tylenol once. Didn't take Tylenol for a year. Holy shit, it didn't damage me. But I think emotionally it kind of fucked me up. Yeah. Migraines. They're called migraines. But no, I kind of get this sensation in my head when I'm thinking really hard. And I thought about it for so long and then it came to me. And when it comes to me, I get this electrical feeling. It kind of goes into a peak, or it travels and it sits right here. The source of it all or the end of the topic does. Oh, it's freaking, I bet you feel it too. I mean, a lot of people talk a lot. Yeah. Or have a lot of hobbies or find a lot of interests. Or know a lot of languages or whatever. psychiatric help. I don't know how to say either. Jesus. um, Health. Psychiatric health is how you are communicating with your mouth and your ears and your nose and your eyes and your skin, and how you are talented, how you are trying, and say you're drawing a circle, but you draw an oval. That's not too bad. Yeah, you might want to try like something to help you sleep, like melatonin at night. You might want to realize that you're sleeping too much, depending on your condition, or you're sleeping lacklessly, like you're not sleeping enough, or you're waking up, or you think too much when you're sleeping.
She is one of good. We know that already. But I wanted to train you for more attacks to flush her out. Yeah, but isn't.
Stop. Bring him back.
I'm not afraid of people knowing, and I hate when people try to make me afraid of knowing my psychiatry. Mine is cognitive. Like, I sometimes I stutter, and I don't even have a stutter mouth. Like, there's no physiological reason for it, and I misplace myself, and I forget what I'm talking about sometimes, and then it'll turn into me screaming and yelling. And it's not Tourette's either. I don't have that in the back of my eye. But yeah, I get exhausted. That's psychiatry. That's psychiatry that they just ignore and maybe give you like a muscle tissue softener and just hope that the next time you move around a lot and do a lot of things and talk a lot, that you're not getting lockjaw or you're not blistering your tongue with your mouth being sloppy because your muscles are tired. And they just hope that you realize that it gets better with time. They'll tell you that too. It just gets better with time. You have to be listening and like believe and have a tiny bit of faith. I mean, like nobody really wants to be painted a god. No. It almost seems like you're trying to kill us, but I can handle it sometimes, I guess, from certain people. And tone. I have a really hard time speaking tone. I try to type it, but then it'd be like abrasive, a semicolon, it would just be hard. It'd be a lot of commas and lots of periods for the exaggeration. And I kind of lose hope and faith in communicating without being right next to somebody that's listening. And without Joey, my friend, I'd have to find a whole new person. Yeah, and I don't want to. It's just been bad, and my legs are really sore. But is that psychiatry? Mm, it's pediatrics. Pediatric health. How about that? I'm growing so big that the weight of my torso on my legs is much heavier when my bone's trying to grow. And my bone needs to learn now that I weigh more, that it's not supposed to hurt. It's supposed to be stronger. So I'm at a variable that I could either get osteoporosis or cancer, or I could just get stronger and taller. And my bones also have to learn because of the C-section that if I'm going to be wider or thicker too, I probably will because my head is so big for my body. I hope I tried to talk about it in my head and like touch my head and be like, it's so big. Oh my God. And hopefully that my bones will learn something about me. Like my neck is like always like, because my head is so big. So hopefully my simple cells and multiple cells learn to be bright or something. That is pediatrics. Not sure of any other pediatrics. Your ears, the top of your ears. Top of your ears are pediatrics. and mine are damaged. Let's just say a snowboarding accident. And they are getting bigger, don't you think? Like they're totally learning. And this is bigger and there's not so many ridges out deep. So it's definitely learning that like I'm maturing and that softer ears make it better. If you get punched in the ear, then hard ears, because hard off the body would tear easier than soft off the body. So hopefully I grow properly. It is concerning. I was young and I didn't understand how young I was, so they made me write out my own diet plan, which is neuroscience and theology. And I was like eating all the calories for my age, my height, like my BMI, my body mass index. But I was so active that I wanted to eat more, but I wasn't allowed because of my age, or else it would cripple my spine if I was bodybuilding that young. It was just crazy. I was just crazy. It made me so grumpy. I just remember crying that I wanted to be fat, and that
Killed the other baby.
Losing a child is
I remember I was crying because I wanted to be fat, is what I thought. But that was stupid. That was irrational. That was just me having a temper tantrum because I was a kid. I want to copy people who are injured or have the faith of religion that you're supposed to be around and rambose. I've never really considered myself to be one that wanted to be the full blown Buddha who understand who understands the wellness of it all. Okay, so going on to wellness. Wellness is about knowing your personality and not comparing yourself to others and just being what you feel looks good to you and feels good to you, and about, you can base it a little bit on religious and theological fucking beliefs, but wellness is about matching your personality with your likes, interests, hobbies, career, and also any healthy idea of what you see in the magazines. Well, of course, you can use that, and that's a little bit of wellness, but it's a little bit far of a stretch of wellness. You want to keep yourself afloat too, in financial sense, but it's not even that expensive. Like, I'm not even saying that fashion is that expensive. There's a brand called Fashion now, but designer clothing, I would have laughed it all up like a year ago. Sure, and would have been fine. Sure. But my circumstances were different. That's what it is. So, circumstances are the least thing that you want to worry about with your wellness. Like, I have everything that I want to wear, it just has holes in it now. Like, that kind of argument, like political argument. Well, I do have everything that I would wear. It's like substantial. It just has holes in it now. And wholesomeness is exactly when you accept that you're you're pretty even in your rags. And your rags aren't ever. And that you can freshen up one day and make a whole photo album of yourself. And you're not being artificial. Pretty kitty. Pretty
your
kitty.
father has been breaking off.
So Luke Holmes syndrome is when You can't play dress up and feel like that is like an actual substantial thing to be wearing. I mean, even pirates have become something that's a norm. And that just happened in like 2022. Yeah. The offshore people living in like boathouses and all that kind of stuff. They're all good and their bad has been accepted. What? So the costumes of a pirate man and a wrench woman are acceptable. And that wasn't me. It was a discussion that I had with the kids about, do you believe every time you go down to the island that you're safe with all the people that are hobos on a boat? And they brought it to school, and that's when the teachers, the professors, everybody, scientists, police, sailors, everybody discussed it, and we're just gonna leave people alone now that are living on the ocean for free. I was like, sweet, because I always wanted to do it. I really did. I still do. But anyway, wholesome wellness and the cherishment of your heart. If you don't like what you became by accident, it doesn't make you mentally ill. A lot of people will say, like, well, I'm borderline personality. And it's like, well, next time you have money, buy something that you think is going to fit you this time. People change due to injuries and ailments and bruises. Like, I used to never, like, I would never wear just a collar. I still kind of feel out of shape, out of fit. I feel out of fit without a hood, but it's okay. I'm just doing what, like, I'm taking hand me downs. And that used to drive me nuts when I was a kid. Even though they're nice, they're so nice. All the clothes I got were so nice, but anyway, it was like, oh, so they have money just to give me what they used to wear, and I'm like old news, negative, pessimist. That's not evil. That's not bad. It's just one day I'll grow up about it and be wise, I guess. And it's happening. It is so happening. But still, I wish my hair wasn't frizzy or oily from moisture cream. I want like a hair chemo. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Take that back. Hair chemo is a myth almost. Doesn't really work for beauty. Doesn't work for beauty. I just gotta face it. I'm naturally really beautiful. Stop wasting my money on glitter. That's what I told myself a long time ago, like months ago. Again,
Weird.
I do that kind of shit. And I ramble and I boast. I'm sophisticated. What can I say? I'm sophisticated in rags.
Yo. Wait. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Yes,
Oh,
Hello?
all your shit's broken. All your torches.
Torches aren't fucking working. It's driving me crazy.
Fuck you. For the record, I'm not into it. Good looking man. Thank you. I'm okay. Oh, wow. Not that.
It's flashbacking.
So you are something else. You're a Doppler. No.
It's flashbacking how he was so abused at war by the other soldiers, and that he became magical to deal with the stress. And
Not a Doppler.
and then in the second
Oh,
one,
one is the minstrel. Oh yeah, he's eating himself.
I am many things, many faces, many places. And why do you look like me? Because you look like that. I understand.
So I tried to draw Coral a picture with crayons on a what do you call these things again? Well, it looks stupid, but I'm gonna put it in the toy box anyway.
I need you to spin the story back to life. You're a bard and storyteller.
Let's see. I need a 12 string. I think I'm really bored. I don't know if it is broken a little bit. Sorry that I suck. I hate these strings. I'm gonna crank them.
I can't hear the key though when you're strumming and stuff.
Just one fucking song.
I'll turn it down. Excellent.
Come on, let's get a little distance together. For a song you never heard. I'm gonna fix that so it's all good for tomorrow.
In the elven golden era, before the arrival of humans and monsters in the world, 6 lone outcasts, strangers to each other, destined to be bound together in a blood quest. Jarl of Dogman, Skian of Ghost Tribe, Brother Death, the mages Zachary and Sephiroth, Eldolf, Vengeful Helm and Gwen, soon to be led by the Seven.
Hey, Tundra. You never wake up ever, eh? Looks like she's got a sore back. Wait, she holds her head.
The keeper just kicked her out of her bed. Or it's getting caught in there or something.
My hair keeps getting caught in behind my ear and causing blisters. Just deal with it, I guess.
say you're right. I'm rich.
It's Britain. It's not right. She has to. Please, better go. You can all drink for free. Sorry, friends. Can't abide bad manners.
Yeah, of course I have like this energy thing. There's something I should write about. I should write about it.
An Albert determined to be seen amongst his people towards the lowborn streets, despite the threat of assassins from other kingdoms. But first, they would have to get through the royal protector's stone clan.
Life? Oh wait, I click it on. My life and the energy. The topic of energy. So I've always been so scarce with my energy. I've been tested on it so many times. They're like, you're like a mediocre energy girl. Like that's how much energy you have compared to your size. I'm like, whoa, temper, right? They're like, whoa, mighty. And they always give you so much greatness. And I knew that because I was listening. A lot of people don't listen. That's why they feel no compliments. I'm always listening for the compliments, but I'm, what with the surgery, I guess like not always. I guess a lot of the time I was always listening. It was so awesome. I was always so chipper, cheerful, and chappy. But I remember hiring illustrators and actresses and actors and editors. I didn't get to pick my editor though. Um, so what? But anyway, going on. I wish I would have spent my energy a little bit better when I was younger, but I didn't know how. Every time I went to, it was like, oh, and then they're gone before I even ask if I can hang out with their kid because we've been discussing it. They're like, I can't ask. You have to ask. It's a rule of the family. I'm like, okay, well, that's great. I understand that. And yeah, I just wish that I would have spent more energy on the people that if they left, there's a lot. There's a lot of people that I spent my energy on that even though they don't visit, like we still cherish those times. I made a lot of successful friendships, I would say, but it's harsh. Like, I just remember that time. And all the people that pass through my mind and that look familiar when I'm out shopping, I'm just like, I wish I could really like dang it down. I wish I really knew how to bang this situation into something better and have someone to talk to. And when I was like 3, I did get a concussion, but that's not why I'm medium energy. That could be why I don't bang it down when I see somebody that looks familiar. That could be exactly it. And my manic writing that I do, people always say, "Oh, I'm manic. It's a bad thing." No, you're not fucking manic. It's not a fucking bad thing. And that has to do with energy, right? That's like the side note of all my energy. I'd say I'd have like 3 energies, at least. How many energies are you supposed to have? Lots. Lots, like 5, I'd say. And I know there's more to me. It's just putting my finger on it right now. It's like blatantly toast. TOI. TED. Toast. Well, it was awesome. Anyway, my childhood is much better than my adulthood. But I do okay with my imagination, I suppose. Looking at her like, I didn't do it. Well, anyway, yeah. I'm so glad that I'm recovering from the hip surgery. The C-section wouldn't have done that kind of shit. It would have done like a minor level of destruction, but yeah. You know, when I get home, I sleep for 2 days without any drugs doing it, and there's just medicine given to be there, vaccines and stuff. Vaccines are eggs, and the eggs are so energetic. Oh my god, I was craving eggs when I woke up. I was too lazy to make them. Eggs and toast, mayo, butter, eggs with like parsley or something in it. Parsley flakes. Yeah. I drive myself to be like, hey, like, I don't know your name. I don't even know your age. I remember your faces briefly, you know, but just know that I give a shit if you wanted to be a part of anything that I've ever written. I give a shit if you want to be a part of anyone's writings and creations, imaginative art spiels and all this shit. I give a shit if you go to work every morning. And I give a shit if you I give a shit about everything, and like that's my complete downfall. Oh, they told me I couldn't be at work because I was sick. Yeah, but you're bitching at me about it, and that's my dad who told you to go fucking home because it's gonna kill you to work while you're sick. Working while you're sick is gonna kill you. Don't bitch at me. Some are bitching, some are just saying. My dad tries so hard to keep me upright and center and focused that I'm gonna want a husband when they pass away, my mom and dad. My dad gets all of his friends to talk to me. I love them all so much, but it doesn't really work out necessarily. We're all friends of the heart, though. We're just a bunch of fucking assholes. That's right. Sarcastically remark. No, we're probably like the biggest geeks and nerds you ever fucking met that had every intention of doing well. So do well. That's your energy. That's good. Some people can't be fixed. They got like strains in their brain cells and stuff, you know. Things that the eye doesn't show you, you know. It didn't even write it. That was a good one too. Starting over because it didn't record. I think it's broken. I used it even. Starting over because yeah, it's not gonna work. Just type starting over because the last time it didn't record. Okay, so my energy is about a medium level. Most people have a high level of energy, and that leads them to be unstable at times, not all of them. So please don't hark thy angels in sin. Nobody's sinning here, really. It's Canada. We're under a lot of pressure to stay upright and center, and I know this by my father's friends from work emailing me comments, and some are rude and some are not, and that's how life's gonna go. And some of us, we just presume that we're fucking assholes, and that's what everyone says and thinks. And it's just that we are actually like such highly spoken that we wish well, and that we wish that people would thrive, and it just doesn't happen, you know. Like sometimes you just can't fix it somebody, and that's what gets us into trouble, is that we're so nice to people that have strains in their brain cells and their brain stems are too tight and they just don't hear what we're saying for what it is. So I guess we're okay And that if it did become a fight, it would just be annoying.
Defeated or victorious?
Annoying.
Search for
Just annoying.
Assassination attempt failed. I need your help.
It'd be treacherous if anyone ever tried to fight us. So on energy, if your energy is slipping, that is why they're telling you not to go to work when you're sick, is because working while you're sick will kill you. So, and then it crossed. It doesn't want me to talk about his energy. For the sake of it. I'm gonna restart my phone, try again later. But I want to make some eggs and toast.
I chose this path. When I was younger, I saw
Anyway, you heard it. You heard it first.
my mother tried to